Welcome to Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and Johnny Red Floyd Stadium, home of the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. And Raider fans have been clamoring to get this one started all week. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the American. As we'll see, the James Madison Dukes taking on the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Dukes will put total leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. On the ground, it's Lovett. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Fires to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lovett. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Past the 10, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
I love the aggressive nature and the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. RPO complete to open the drive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Unleashes it on the run. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Douglas. Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got the first down and more. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Dukes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the ground, it's Flanagan. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And the Dukes will have it 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's on target and complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Handoff to the lone back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Final play of the quarter coming. On 4th down, going to the air. Touchdown, Dukes! The offense cashing it in on that drive. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Breaks into the open. Oh, what a cut! Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that
play. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, MTSU! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big CUSA matchup for you. Rice came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Houston had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. One game, I know, fellas, but it could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in CUSA.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Working that left side now. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking to throw, it's Douglas. Got his man on the outside. At the 45, on its way. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Reeder. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
The Dukes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They want to run this quarterback. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dave.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Would have just been a 47-yard field goal attempt from here, but they're thinking touchdowns and trying to move the chains here on 4th. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need 6s.
There he goes. On the Houdini-like moves, get it to the 22.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And the Dukes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Dukes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Gonna run it. It's Reeder. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Five wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Dropping back, it's Douglas. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
And now a chance to pull even. 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. He wants to throw it. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Touchdown, James Madison. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half.
And it's blocked. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Snags it quickly on the left. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hauls it in. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his 1st incompletion of the game.
To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But, man, just a mishap, a little overthrown.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. That's the last thing this defense needed, a penalty to keep the drive moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Man, when you go over the middle, you got to be willing to take the punishment. You're going to get hit a lot of times anyways, so you might as well catch the football. But his arms starting to look a little bit like Reese Davis when the check comes at dinner.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield very late in the half. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half. And
oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got a chance to take this one back. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield, it's Douglas. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. They'll immediately call timeout. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. He splits the uprights, and they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Dukes. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, and the extra point is blocked. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. We saw it on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Street. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. It's Street. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
The give to the back. Got a little space. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, James Madison.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
Here comes the 2-point try. Sends it back in motion. He's in there for the deuce, and they extend the lead to 10.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Second down, he'll throw it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The sure hands, it's Galloway. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain, needed about... Three more on that one.
Now, fourth down.
And here comes the punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Hauls it in, looking for space. Oh, he got loose. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll run it from the gun. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Turning it on. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball.
Touchdown, Dukes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he knocks this one through, and that's been anything but easy for this kicker. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll get this drive started from the 29. power football with the run. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They're working that left side. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
Quick release on the RPO. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
Motion from the wideout. Give to the running back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Man, that D-tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his 3-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and he was able to get that tackle for loss.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Snagged out of the air. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about.
Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee! Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They've got the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 9. They took it 71 yards down the field, and the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
It's
going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw, it's Douglas. Got his man out of the backfield. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third down, he drops to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Dukes decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll try the run. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.